I know you gonna dig this. Get funky with me. What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? So here I'm in Hollywood, California, and I'm doing some horror houses. I've attempted to do this video before, but today I want to do with some experts. Stay away from my house. What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? So here I'm in Hollywood, California. You may have just noticed that was a tour bus going by because I'm outside one of the most famous houses in Hollywood. What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? So you may have noticed that's a Star tour bus. They're all around Hollywood. They go to various locations like, well, I'm not going to show you yet, the house that I'm at, the Nightmare on Elm Street house. I'm going to be going to some famous horror houses today. And I've attempted to do this video before, and I liked it, but I thought I needed some experts. So, back with me, Tim. I'm going to skip the guy in the yellow, Matt, from the Happy Horror Podcast. They were on my People Under the Stairs video. And then in the middle, like a, just like a pylon.
My favorite podcast ever. Here's your thumbnail.
Our favorite Instagram page.
Pete from the Totally 80s room. Pete, you've been dying to come to this house. No pun.
Yeah.
Guys, we've been to this house before.
We have. Happy Horror Time came with Scott on tape last time.
Yep.
And the audio got fucked up.
It got messed all up.
Oh, can we cuss on your YouTube
Oh,
channel?
you fucking can. It's no problem on my channel. Don't you worry. But, not too much. Let's keep it. Okay, get in a little bit. Come in.
Keep it classy.
Okay, so.
What's the backstory?
Now, here we are. Here we are at the Nightmare on Elm Street house. It's right there. We're going to go get some close-ups. What do you know about this house?
So, if you remember the movie Nightmare on Elm Street, this is where Nancy lives with her drunk mom. And this is the house where, she's looking out the bedroom and she's going across the street for her boyfriend, Johnny Depp, who's Glenn.
Yeah, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial right across the street.
Another story. But this is the house where everything happens, where Freddy runs in, where she has a lot of her bad dreams. And this is also the iconic ending scene where her mom gets pulled through the window on the front door, but it's a doll.
Locked.
It wasn't really her, it was a doll.
For some reason, the actress did not want to be pulled through the front
Can you
door.
believe it?
Crazy.
I'll do it for $100. All right, let's go take a look at the house.
Okay, we're not. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, get the fuck out of my shot. All right. Stop hiding from behind the tree. Now tell me more about this. This upstairs window was actually the bedroom, Nancy's bedroom, right?
Yeah, Nancy's bedroom. They got the bars by her dad because nobody would listen to her when she told them over and over that there was someone killing them.
Right.
And that's the front door, no window anymore. Then the mom got pulled
The
through.
door has been red,
Blue.
and now black.
And then tell them about the tree, Tim.
Oh, yes. This is
Right
where-
here. Was it this tree or this tree?
I think it's this tree.
It's this tree.
I know it is. It's this
Yeah, it's this tree.
Okay. Glenn, are you watching?
Yeah.
So you're supposed to be Johnny Depp in this scenario?
Johnny Depp.
Doesn't he look just like him?
I need to pay for better actors. Now,
Speaking of Glenn.
speaking of Glenn, let's go over. Yeah. This was Johnny Depp's house in the movie. And when we were here last time, they were very nice to us. Remember, they were smiling and talking, and I don't know what the hell's going on.
This is Johnny Depp's first bed.
Well, this. They didn't film the interiors here, but.
But he's got a significant bed scene.
Yeah, where he gets pulled into the bed.
So what can you tell me about this house? Which bedroom window was Johnny Depp's?
This one right here. And this is where the
Which
parents,
you just pointed out the house and said this one right here.
This one right here.
Right.
And this is where the parents were looking with coffee over at Nancy, and she goes, with Nancy being so nervous lately.
Marge is just being cautious, what with her being all alone. Nancy acting so nervous lately.
Remember, this is where the security guard's like, huh? Let me go get your father, after like 30 minutes of poor Nancy screaming for help.
Everything is gonna be all right.
Okay, let me go get your dad.
So the houses are right across the street from each other. This is right in Hollywood, right? I mean, we're right here.
Yeah, this is
is
the
it.
real thing.
Yeah. Take a look at the house again.
That's Sunset right there.
Yeah, Sunset Boulevard right there. Now, gentlemen, Matt and Tim, horror experts, to say the least. You have a podcast, Happy Horror Time, which I listen to and I love it. Now, we're going to another street close by. Everybody thinks most of Halloween was filmed in Pasadena, where the houses, the hedges, Laurie Strode's houses. However, the babysitting houses are in Hollywood, correct?
That is correct.
Is there anything you know about those houses? We're going to go to those houses now, but do they have a tie-in to this house per chance?
You know, funny you should ask, Scott, on tape, because in the TV version of the original Halloween, which they added some scenes for because it had to be filled a 2-hour slot on NBC, and John Carpenter redid some new scenes from the movie. One of the scenes is Laurie just coming out of the shower, and then her friend Linda comes and visits her, and then they talk on the phone to Annie, and she wants to like borrow her sweater. Anyway, the interior of that scene was filmed in this house.
Right.
But not just the Laurie and Linda like talking, but even Annie on the phone at her house was filmed upstairs in Nancy's room. So all those interiors for that new TV scene were filmed in this house.
And did you mention why they did did TV scene?
Oh,
the TV
because,
version?
They wanted to put Halloween on NBC, and it needed to fill the 2-hour time slot, and it wasn't long enough even with commercials,
Right.
so they filmed a few extra scenes that were only filmed just to be on TV.
Right, and they were filmed like a year after, or
3 years. It was like 81, I think.
Oh,
right
wow.
when Halloween 2 was coming out, they filmed these new scenes.
That's
Was
crazy.
Jamie Lee Curtis out of high school?
Yeah, she was 19 when Halloween was filmed.
Huh, learn
So-
something new every
When
day.
did you graduate high school? What year?
1996.
How old?
1842.
25 years old.
25. Jason Priestley.
So there it is. So now let's go over to the babysitting houses.
Yes.
Let's
From
go.
Nightmare to Halloween.
From night. Oh, I like that. Title. From Nightmare to Halloween.
What's the boogeyman? What's the boogeyman? What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
All right, Matt, we left the ruffians over there. Now, this is where it gets intricate. This is not Pasadena. Pasadena is where they shot a lot of Halloween. The Halloween house is there. I think I already said Laurie Strode house, the famous hedge. But here in Hollywood, there's like 4 houses on this street that were used in Halloween, correct?
That is correct. You ready for house number 1?
This is crazy. I'm going to turn the camera on you, and we're just going to go, because I've done this before, and it's in my head, but it's confusing.
It is confusing.
It's confusing. Let's do it. But
because I'm an ultimate Halloween fan,
Right.
I know this / I looked it up also, but I've also seen the movie like a million times. So, you ready for this? So
Yes.
this is where the exteriors and the upstairs interior of the Doyle house was filmed. Now, the Doyle house is where Jamie Lee Curtis was babysitting Tommy Doyle, and where a ton of like the very ending action of Halloween takes place. So again, this is the exterior, and the upstairs interior scenes were filmed in this house. And
Right.
you can kind of tell, it kind of looks the same, you know?
so this is where he falls.
Yeah,
He falls from here.
Apparently, I mean, you could look. It even looks like the balcony.
Yeah.
It should be that, unless there's
They've
another
done some-
balcony we don't know
Yeah.
about. And so then, if you want to go to where the downstairs interior shots of the Doyle house were filmed, it was right in
This
that
house, right across the street.
Exactly. So that's kind of confusing. But here's another crazy thing about this house. This is also the neighbor that when she runs out of the Wallace house and is like, "Help, help!" and they
This is
turn
the
on
house?
the light.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is the house.
Oh God, help me, please! Please! Can't you hear me? Oh God!
But they shot the downstairs scene.
Yeah, so isn't that weird? It's like the neighbor's
Yeah.
house and the downstairs interior. That's like the Doyle house stuff.
Right. So there it is right there, the famous babysitting house, of which downstairs shots in here,
Yeah, and
but
a
also
neighbor.
used as a neighbor's house.
Exactly.
Which
So,
makes
yeah.
sense to be his neighbor's house because it's right beside.
Exactly, right beside the exterior of the Wallace house. And if you remember, the Wallace house is where Lindsay lived and where Annie was babysitting Lindsay, but this is where most of the people get killed in Halloween.
Yes.
Like Annie, Linda, Bob. This is the exterior.
This is the exterior. When he's dressed up as he's in the ghost costume with the glasses, right?
That's famous scene.
That's this is the exteriors of that house, but those interiors were not filmed in this house, were they?
Weirdly enough, to make it even more of a maze,
Yeah.
the interiors of the Wallace house. Whoa!
Let's not get hit by a car. Go ahead, there you go.
And this is where Matt got hit by a car.
I'll do a video on that later.
So the majority of the interior shots, except for the kitchen of the Wallace house, were filmed here. So meaning like the bedroom where he comes in the ghost costume, where Jamie Lee Curtis is like looking for him, finds Annie's body in the bedroom. All that was filmed in here with the exception of the kitchen. And I haven't found yet where the kitchen scenes were filmed.
I'll ask our buddy
Probably
Sean
one.
Clark, he'll know.
COVID-19!
Yeah, but so yeah, they were just taking over this whole
Right.
neighborhood.
Isn't that crazy? They used 4 different houses for the same movie that were only 2 houses.
And then the Nightmare House for the scenes that were added 3 years later.
Right,
So, like,
right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nuts. Oh yeah, the Nightmare House that we were just at, you mean, on the other street, which
Yes.
is just 2 streets over,
Exactly.
5-minute walk.
So apparently they really like this location. And they
Well,
love this
that's
street.
why I took some shots of the just as we got to the street. It looks a lot like Pasadena, this
Really
part of
does.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
With the big trees. I mean, that's obviously why they chose it. It's close to Hollywood, probably where they were working mostly. But yeah,
so
it
this is
looks
the
like- it
street
looks
she
like-
walks across at night when she's walking from the Doyle house to the
Right
Wallace
there.
house. I mean, she really was across the street.
Yeah. But I'd say after the hedge and the actual Michael Myers house, this would be the most famous house.
Oh yeah,
the one on our
these two,
left.
but
Yeah,
this one would
yeah,
be the Doyle house because it has the balcony and that's where she was babysitting. So yeah.
yeah. That's wild. It's just right here.
Yeah. And it looks the same. That one does. The Wallace
Yeah.
one doesn't.
This one looks the same. You think this one doesn't look the same?
This one looks really different. You can still kind of place it, but
Yeah.
like it just doesn't feel the same as this one. But it was 44 years ago,
Right,
Tim?
44 years ago.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm just 21.
Yes. How about you, Pete? Does 1978 count as the 80s room?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You're like 78 to 92.
Trim a shrub there. Let me
Trim some
leave with
bushes.
something.
But there it is.
I gotta leave with something.
What are you listening to?
I'm just researching. You caught me. I was researching.
I heard my voice.
I know. I thought you listened to his
Voice
voicemail.
of a lady.
You caught me.
Sorry, I'm boring you to
Alright,
death. You're listening to voicemail. So we got 1 house, 2 house, 3 house, 4 house, 4 guys, bread in a bag.
Back
This
at
is
it.
awesome. Nice. All right, Pete, thanks for coming along. Tim, thanks for coming along. Matt, thanks for coming along. And with so much information, this was the Halloween Streets in Hollywood. And I've done the Halloween house. I've done all the Halloween locations before. I put a link to those below. And I might be doing something else to do with Halloween on this around this time too. Maybe, we'll see. Probably. Do the Thriller dance.
The Thriller dance?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You like this?
Okay, don't do it
That's
anymore.
it.
You can see you coming a mile away with that shirt, man. You pop on camera.
That was on purpose.
Yeah.
Mustard.
He wants to read.
Peace. Out.
Standing right in
looks
front
so
of the
far.
door. It looks far away, but think about like a kid looking from
Yeah.
there. It's about the same distance. I mean, and remember when she has the scene where she's walking across
Yeah,
the street?
guys, I don't care anymore. I don't care.
Is this street?
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.